Yo, what is going on, Hayes family? So I recently found out that Sony is getting sued by the Dutch for $457 million. Now, the reports are that Sony is getting sued because of a monopoly situation, which I definitely agree with them trying to transition from full physical disc copies to straight to digital. Obviously, we know that's not just going to end with the games, it's going to continue with the movies and the music and any other source of entertainment. Other companies are going to be doing it if they see that Sony's successful with this. So it really is just going to go downhill from here if we don't stop this. So, um, but the Dutch is suing them for that, and apparently Sony had been sued prior to this uh, for the same allegations of them trying to be a monopoly. But their defense to that was that, okay, well, we're selling physical copies, so it's not just digital, so there's no monopoly there. You can get this disc at any other from any other company or retailer. Um, so that was their defense, and so I kind of find it a little funny that they're taking that completely off. And so now they don't have a defense. What's going to be their new excuse now for pursuing this monopoly? Because they can't use the physical disc as a defense anymore. It may have worked for them in the past, but it's definitely not going to work for them now. So I'm really curious on where they're going to go with this. Like I said, they knew they were going to get backlash, but Sony didn't know it was going to be this bad. They didn't know that other companies were going to join in on it, other franchises, other countries. It's getting pretty crazy, but at the end of the day, hey, this is what happens when you bite the hand that feeds you. And in this case, we're the reason why Sony got as big as they are today. And they got a little bit in over their head, so to speak. And we just got to kind of humble them a little bit and let them know, like, hey, you're kind of getting a little yucky. You know what I mean? But other than that, guys, that's what I got for you today. If I got any more information in the future with Mexico or just any other crazy events, I'll make sure I keep y'all posted. Um, I'm proud of you guys for sticking through with this whole line. I don't think it's going to end right now, and honestly, I don't think it's going to end soon. But I think the fact that companies are jumping in on this, and I think that franchises and other countries are jumping in on this, it's a real nice feeling because that we got some kind of backing against this big corporation. Um, Goes to show that we're not wrong for what we believe in and what we're fighting for. The fact that you get other corporations that are standing up to this saying, hey, yeah, this is wrong. Like, they want money too. They want control too. But even they're calling you out. That says a lot. So hopefully soon Sony will, get a clear vision, and they'll understand that their customers is the reason why they are who they are, and that the customers come first, and we're not just consumers, you know what I mean? And I think for a while there's a lot of corporations, not just Sony, but there's a lot of corporations that are guilty with that mindset, and they think that they can just throw anything our way and we'll accept it. And to some degree that is our fault, but I'm glad to see that people are waking up on it and they're starting to stand up for what is right, because they know what's at risk. So, but I'm not going to hold you guys any longer. I love you guys. I appreciate every single one of you guys. Stay tuned for future content. And with that being said, see you next time. Peace.